embarrassing stories about our childhood with my good old friend Brick.
Oh, yeah! Well, my life has been a total embarrassment.
We're gonna see who had the most embarrassing moments in our childhood by ranking our stories 1 to 10. Also, let us know in the comments which story was the most embarrassing. I almost don't want to share these stories to millions of people. Alright, let's roll a dice to see who goes first.
Alright, here we go. Roll it.
Ooh, okay. Rolling. Oh, please, 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 please. Me? Oh.
Yeah, you going first, buddy.
No. Okay. Before we start, just a warning. These stories aren't little boring ones. Like, oh, I walked into the wrong class. Or, oops, I forgot my wallet. These stories we're about to tell were so embarrassing. Half of these stories involve bodily fluids. So, brace yourselves.
Yeah, if anybody's eating while watching this, I'm sorry.
Alright, the first story might be my most self-embarrassing moment of my life. This happened when I was like 15 years old. I was in middle school in grade 9. So in grade 9, I met this girl, which was my girlfriend for 6 years. And she was like a white girl. So she was like an endangered species in our school. Everybody's eyes were on this girl.
Oh, is your whole school just full of Asians or what?
I went to a Chinese school, so literally like 90% of people were Chinese.
It's like a golden ticket. You're like, yeah, I need that one.
Yeah, that is our way out of poverty.
Okay, bro.
So I started rizzing her up, and we actually got along like very well. And we hung out every morning before class, before school started, because she was in a smart class and I was in like the dumb class. So we would never have class together.
I said no surprise there.
Yeah, for real. I would wake up at like 7 in the morning, and I would not brush my teeth. I wouldn't wash my face. I would literally just put on like any clothes on the floor, like even old dirty underwear, like 7 weeks old. I just put it on. I wouldn't eat anything. I just run to the bus. It was disgusting.
No wonder you still stink to this day. Now I know where you actually got it from.
Yeah, that's why I don't leave the house anymore. So during this time, I was like, I'm just standing there waiting for the bus, and I literally had this thought. I was like, wow, my underwear feels really comfortable today. I'm not even lying. Like, I don't know why I felt this, but I was like, it feels so soft today.
Oh, God, no.
Dude, yeah, this is where it gets bad. So like, I see the bus turn the corner, so I'm like, oh yeah, the bus is here. I'm not late. I didn't miss it. And the second the bus is like creeping up towards me, the bus driver's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I feel this fart coming. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna fart right now before I get on the bus, so like I don't like gas the people on the bus. Like I'm trying to be respectful, you know?
Yeah, good respectable call. I like that.
Yeah. So the bus is like 10 seconds away from me, and I fart, but it wasn't just a gas fart, bro. I had real liquids come out. It hung my underwear down.
Oh my God!
It was so bad. So the bus slowly creeps up, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I should get on or run home, because I was like, if I run home, the bus driver's gonna judge me and think I'm so weird. So I was like, I have to get on. It's gonna be so embarrassing if I don't. So I get on the bus with doo-doo in my underwear.
Oh, now you're triple stinking it up. You got bad breath and stinking.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, so I was like, I hesitated. I was like, should I sit down? I was like, oh, whatever. I can't act weird because people are watching me. So I sit down, and like it squishes. It felt so bad.
Oh, no, that's actually disgusting.
Dude, it was so bad. And like in my head, I was like, what am I doing? Why am I on this bus? And the bus goes like around my neighborhood for a little bit, so I had so many opportunities to get off and go home and change my underwear, but I never did. I just sat in my own poo all the way to the mall, which is like a transfer to go to my school, and it was so embarrassing.
Oh my God, that is foul.
Yeah, so I finally get to the mall, I go to the bathroom, and I'm like so disappointed in myself. I'm so embarrassed. I just take off my underwear. I literally threw it into the corner of the stall. I felt so bad. In my head, I was like, I'm so sorry, janitor. And then I was like, all right, I need to go home. And I went home like sad. I was so disappointed in myself. And I finally got to school, and I still made it on time for school somehow. And the girl asked me, she was like, where were you? I was waiting for you like the whole morning. I was like, I just woke up late, you know?
Yeah, okay, good excuse, dude, yeah. Why don't you tell what really happened?
Yeah, it was a hard day knowing what I just went through. Okay, that's my story.
On an embarrassment scale, I give that a solid 7.5 out of 10. You got the poop story, and I got the piss story.
Oh, God, look at us. What is wrong with us?
Alright, so I'm not as old as you in my story, you know. I'm literally 6 years old in my story.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Story starts off, you know, I'm being, you know, good boy. I'm just chilling at home, playing on the family computer, right? And I'm playing Club Penguin. The best game of all time at like 6 years old, right?
Yeah, that game was heat. That was good.
Oh, it was like my number one priority in life. Alright, anyways, so my mom comes down into the family room. She's like, alright, go clean your room. I'm like, okay, I will, Mom, I swear. She comes back, clean your room. Mom, I will, I swear. I'm just still on Club Penguin. I'm just so deep into this, right? And she comes out a third time. And this time, she is this the third time. He's like, "Go clean your room!" Like, she's yelling as loud as she can. Starts threatening to cancel my membership. My mom threatening to take that away. That was like my whole life. if my penguin has no swag, like, I'll be ruined.
All the huzz will go away.
But, you know, I'm just sitting in my room. I'm supposed to clean, but I'm pissed because I actually got to clean. You know, since my mom made me mad, I got to get back at her now. So
Oh God!
I got to figure out a way to make her mad. You know, I'm thinking, you know, I'm just, you know, going in circles around my room, my little 6-year-old brain, and it spawns the brilliant idea, all right? You know what my idea is?
What was your idea?
My idea is just to start pissing in the corner of my room.
Bro, why your room? It could have been your mom's room, the living room.
So, like, you know, I'm expecting her to, you know, like, come up in the room and, you know, like, smell the piss. You know, she'll clean it up, like, yeah, I got you, Mom. Clean up the piss.
That's a crazy line.
But unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. She literally doesn't visit me for the rest of the night. So I'm just sitting in my room while the piss is sitting in the corner, reeking it up.
Oh my God!
Like, my nostrils, they're begging for mercy.
Oh my God!
But I suck it up and, you know, I finally fall asleep. But, you know, the next morning, my mom finally comes to my room to visit me, right? And she instantly smells the piss. But instead of her, like, you know, like, turning into a monster and, like, actually killing me on the spot, she gave me a piece of information that was vital to the rest of the story, alright?
Okay.
A little bit of context. At 6 years old, I just learned about bees, right?
Okay.
Bees, you know, bees are scary. You know, bees will sting you, they hurt you, they fly around. They're like the spawn of the devil, right?
But even nowadays, bees scare me. See one and I start tweaking.
Oh, I know, I just run away from them to this day. But my mom tells me that pee attracts bees.
Oh no.
So that's her counter threat. She's like, yeah, if you don't clean that up, you know, bees are gonna get attracted to your room. So anyways, my mom goes on to explain, like, how, like, the scent of the pee and, like, the color of the pee is yellow, right? You know, bees are yellow.
Yeah.
So, you know, my 6-year-old brain, yellow, piss. Yellow, bee. Oh my God, they must be connected. So my mom, she would never lie to me, right? No, she wouldn't.
Never at age 6.
So I waste absolutely no time. Like, I'm grabbing the first towel I could find, and I soak it in Dawn dish soap. You know what Dawn dish soap
Yeah,
is?
yeah. Dude, was it still wet?
Dude, yes.
Oh my God.
So I start scrubbing the corner of the room like I've never scrubbed before. Like, I'm scrubbing this so, because I'm deathly afraid of bees. Like, this threat was actually a genuine threat. So I'm scrubbing as hard as I can, and the paint starts discoloring.
I'm just scrubbing the paint off the wall.
So, you know, safe to say that I guess my mom, she kind of won the battle.
She had the ultimate counterattack.
Bro, she forced me to sleep in my piss. I cleaned up my own piss, and she scared me into thinking that bees spawned out of piss.
You were a devious kid.
You know, she won the battle, but I won the war because guess what I got to keep? I got to keep my Club Penguin membership.
I mean, that's the only thing that's important. You know, honestly, I would give that like a 7. Not embarrassing to tell people that you piss in your own room. At least you were half my age. I was 15 when I shit my pants. Okay.
It was 15. You were a grown human.
When I was almost an adult. Alright, let's bring it back to something that isn't involved with bodily fluids and us being disgusting.
Alright, finally. Alright, what do you got for me?
Alright, I was a little younger this time. I was 11 years old. I was in 5th grade. But yeah, this story is like a double whammy embarrassment.
Oh god, alright. Lay it on me.
Alright, so like we said earlier, I went to a Chinese school, so like all my friends are like geniuses. And I don't know what happened to me, but I was just like a dumb kid. I don't know what happened. I was dropped on my head or something. But I would just spend all my time playing Minecraft. I wouldn't ever do my homework or study. So every single time we got our report card, all of my friends would share their grade with everybody. So like everyone's crowding around and smiling like, yo, I got an A in math. Oh, I got an A in science. And I would be the only kid just sitting at the desk, not sharing my report card. I wouldn't even open it. I was too scared. Like everyone would like look at me and the teacher would be looking at me. Like some friends would be like, yo, Kevin, what'd you get on like math class? And I would be like, I got a B. And like they're like, you haven't even opened it yet. I was like, yeah, I looked at it though. I just put it back in the folder.
Bro, if you're lying about getting a B, I already know you got something off.
Dude, it was probably like C- or almost a D. And I'm Asian, I should be good at math.
Bro, yeah, a B in an Asian household, that's an F in any family.
Yeah. So all my friends are judging me because like everyone's just sharing their grade and I'm not. And the teacher just knows because like they made the grade. He just looking at me disappointed. It was horrible. So I didn't want to get the embarrassment a second time when I got home to show my mom my report card. So I had a genius idea here.
What's your idea? How could you have salvaged this?
Dude, I thought I was the smartest kid ever. So I would get home before my mom gets home from work. So the second I got home, I came with this amazing plan. I took in my report card and I got whiteout. So I would... take whiteout and I'll white out the C and the B's. I'll take like a black marker and I'll just write an A over top of the B.
No way. Are you?
Dude, I thought I did such a good job. I was like, this looks legit. I would like look at it at different angles, holding my report card up like far away from me, close from me. I was like, oh, this is perfect. My mom would not even know at all. So I was so proud of myself. When she got home, my chest was pumped up. I had a huge smile on my face. I was like really proud.
Yeah, confidence is key.
Yeah, I was like, here, mom, this is my best report card yet. So she's like, okay, let me see. I'm not even kidding. The second she opened it, she started bursting out laughing.
Oh no.
And I was like, what's so funny, mom? Like, why are you laughing? Dude, her reaction was like every emotion that you can think of. I couldn't tell if she was like mad or laughing at me or like if she was about to beat me or just like disappointed. She was like going through it all.
Every single emotion just flowing.
Yeah, so she starts bursting out laughing and I'm like confused. And then she starts hitting me.
What the? Oh God!
I was like, what did I do? And then she would start laughing again, and then she would like go silent, and then like report card, and then beat me again. Dude, it was an emotional roller coaster. I'm never doing that again.
Say shit about it at all, huh?